Bill Lance, Secretary of Commerce for the Chickasaw Nation, has a big job, a huge one. It's his job to oversee all of the commercial enterprises of the Chickasaw Nation. That's a lot of businesses, and the list is growing. When Governor Bill Anotovy asked him to take the job, he paused briefly.
I said, can I have a couple of weeks to think about it? And, as you reflect back, it doesn't really matter whether it's been 2 weeks, 2 days, 2 months. There's probably only one answer that was appropriate to Governor, and that answer was ultimately yes. And
from healthcare facilities to medical engineering, entertainment venues to retail outlets and luxury services, the nation's businesses are expanding at record pace. Bill is helping lay the path and must learn fast.
I always felt like I, had a ton of support, especially initially entering into the job. Not to say that, there's not a lot of growing pains, et cetera. There certainly was, but, had a very capable team and inherited that, from my predecessor, Brian Campbell. And Brian had put together a really talented team. We've tweaked it a little bit, have tweaked the organization, and believe that commerce is as strong as ever today as far as the Department of Commerce, and collectively so is the Chickasaw Nation.
Bill Lance grew up just down the road from the Chickasaw headquarters.
My parents moved to Sulphur when I was 5 years old, went all the way through kindergarten, all the way through high school at Sulphur, and actually, live there today. Just very proud of that community.
He graduated from East Central University with a Bachelor of Science and later from OU with a Master's in Public Health. He continues to live in his hometown of Sulphur, where he raised his 2 boys, Bryson and Kendall. Bill learned about his Chickasaw heritage from his grandmother and mother.
I tell a lot of people that my mother practiced Chickasaw preference before there was such thing as Chickasaw preference, because we had a family nursing home in Sulphur, and I just remember all the great Chickasaw people that worked for my mother over the years, Choctaw people, but she just she really gravitated just towards the American Indians within our community, and I had a great role model there, and that my mother wanted to try to help and lift a lot of people up, and I think through the course of her career she's done that, and so that's always been a great example for me throughout my life.
He would later combine his life skills and degrees as the administrator of the Chickasaw Nation Health System and manage the construction of the new massive medical center in Ada.
It's a very gratifying job in that, you're not kicking over dividends to shareholders. You're providing resources that are being utilized to lift up a lot of lives of a lot of people.
With the Chickasaw Nation's interests more diverse and global than ever, Bill Lance works closely with Governor Anotovy in securing the future of the tribe.
Planning and development, I really enjoy that, that part of our job. I mean that collectively, because that's certainly not just something that I do. That's certainly Governor Anotovy's involved in that process as well, but I think that's been one of the most exciting things that we do is planning, what is the next development, what is our next opportunity, whether it be a 60,000 square foot new convention center at WinStar, or a greenfield casino, or a new diversification in healthcare.
For being a loyal servant to his tribe, helping the Chickasaw Nation reach new heights and reach farther in businesses than ever before, today and in the future. We honor Bill Lance with the Outstanding Achievement Award in the Oklahoma Commerce and Industry Hall of Honor.